mid to late Wednesday afternoon while I take care of a couple more pieces of my agenda that I had planned that got somewhat derailed a little bit earlier after having to pit stop back at the house. I also, along the way, saw a Mexican grocery store that says that it accepts EBT. I remember when I used to be on it myself. I've heard this term dignity policing. I'll have to look more into it. But I did encounter some of that. That if you are quote unquote broke or some other low socioeconomic status, that you're supposed to look and act a certain way. I mean, come on, that's quite ridiculous and disgusting. Because it denies the humanity of everyone. I encountered it and I thought, I don't owe you looking poor, quote unquote. I don't have to look a certain way or settle for a certain way of life. You're supposed to work yourself up, which I've set out to do. I've seen that level of judgment in the comments on other people's videos. I mean, who are we to judge what somebody buys with their food stamps? Who are we to judge? We all deserve to treat ourselves here and there and bring joy to our lives, and we deserve to express ourselves too. And I'm speaking in general terms here. But I'll be back after I hit the next stop, since I'm riding on the bus right now. Just look at our little saboteur. Well, at least he doesn't do any major damage, thankfully, but he doesn't want you to go nowhere and doesn't want you to do anything. He just wants your full, undivided attention, and I gotta clip his damn claws, because they really are too sharp for their own good. Look. Up. Good boy. Good boy. There's our Buster for you. Hey. What is that thing? Huh? That's you. Gonna have to get ready for the day, because I don't know what's headed my way for that. And I have to take care of something for next week. Window, because you can see through these curtains a bit if you're up close, but they can't see in. And I'm not big on gray, but it does provide a pretty interesting little filter, doesn't it? So I'm here having coffee while Buddy bumps our sweet old Budster. You're a good boy, aren't you? Oh, it's you, buddy. Do you know it's you? Do you know that it's you? And me, baby? A big baby? Your baby. Big baby. As always. Good boy. You go. You don't want me to go anywhere, do you? Ah. Well, I guess that's it for now. I'll see you a bit later today. We'll see. Now that I'm finally out of speed mode, I was partially inspired to see if I could do a full face in 10 minutes to try out my new eye pencil, which I threw on, and I took about maybe 13-15 minutes total. But about 4 shadows to do a basically nude eye on everything. Not bad for about less than an hour time frame. But when I go for the license test, I'm gonna have to get the whole look down pat like that. I'm waiting for the bus right now, but yeah. I said what I said about the EBT crisis and the dignity policing. Just trying to make sure that my lip liner wasn't too harsh since I just touched it up. Speaking of lips, this is what I have with my brown lip liner. So definitely 90s forward. I'll touch that up. There we are. Quick touch up after eating. I'm probably gonna want to try the Wonder Skin next. Lip stains. I've been hearing mixed reviews about those. Mostly good, but some others saying it doesn't last. So that does give me a little bit of pause about that particular lip stain. But at least it won't transfer while eating or engaged in a kiss. Lipstick would, on the other hand. We'll see if I can grab a deal on that one. So now the dinner is tomorrow. And it'll be time to really go crazy. So far more than just your everyday basic makeup, which I did on a challenge whim. I'll try the challenge again some other time. But this time, time it for 15 minutes maybe. We'll see. So I can get a good indicator of how much time I actually take when doing your basic everyday makeup. I mean, I used to do it every day as a teenager until I started getting lazy during day service the first time around, and then the aesthetic school, I just got really lazy, and many times I wouldn't even have the time or the spoons. Plus, it wasn't always worth it, especially when we would be practicing facials and waxing on each other all the time. So it just became a habit. Yeah, it would save time in the morning, and you could still look put together even without makeup. But makeup, on the other hand, it doesn't hurt either, as long as you're using safe, clean brands as much as you can. And watch what ingredients you're sensitive to. But it's all about personal preference in the end, I guess. So yeah, it took a while to come out of speed mode. He's like, run. Rushing the whole thing. As far as the face, I did overstimulate myself a little bit there. I didn't like what happened after that. Thankfully, nothing drastic occurred, but it did lead to some unwanted thoughts. Thoughts that are opposite of my ideals, of course. I was like, what? No, no. It's not ideal. What are you doing there? But yeah, I was telling one of the staff about the setting spray and what it does even when you use powder. It just helps everything last longer, not transfer as bad. And it also controls, well, absorbs some of the oils. And most importantly, it doesn't make your face look caked. Not that you ever want to put too much of something on to begin with. But I'll get more into the setting spray thing later. Maybe.